Hello again, Machine Shops 2 students. So we're back to our vice body again. Believe it or not, we're actually closing in on finishing up with this thing. Uh, so today we're going to work on, we have to drill a hole and thread the hole for our uh, screw for our vise to go into. So you need to be under design here to do this. So make sure that you click on design, and we're going to go over the right hand side of the view here. Um, we're going to have to figure out where to put that actual. I just went to create sketch and clicked on this face here, where that hole is going to go. Well, the hole is going to be centered from here to here, and it's going to have to be up and down centered between here and here. So we should be able to do this a couple different ways here. I'm gonna just go to create. These are just construction lines that we're drawing now. So I'm gonna create a line here where you see that triangle right above that. What that means is midpoint. So that means I'm at the midpoint in between here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that because that's one of the dimensions that we want. If I go to right here, this is the top of our where the bottom of our vise body is. If I scroll, if I click over to the right here, this is what we'd actually be looking at, is right here. That's where the top of this is. So, oops, I'm gonna go back to the right side view here. If I click on here and draw a line like that, now I should be able to snap onto the center of that line. That would be where we want the center of our hole to be. So I'm going to then go under create circle, and we're going to do a center diameter circle because that's where we want the center of our hole to be. When I see a little triangle, I know that I'm in the center, and I'm going to click on that. Then I have to choose the size of our circle. Now the thread that we're going to put in here is going to be a 3/8 16 thread. So we need the tap drill size for that. The tap drill size for a 3/8 16 threads is 5/16. So in a decimal, 5/16 is 0.3125, and I'm just going to enter that, and there we have our hole. Now to keep from getting confused here, I'm going to erase our construction line. So I'm going to go back and click on this line that we drew as a construction line and click on it, and then which highlights it, and I'm just going to hit delete. And now that line's gone, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Then we're ready to go into solid here. Under extrude, I'm going to click on the circle, and we want to go through that one side of the vise, and that side of the vise is 3/4 of an inch thick. So I'm going to type in a negative 0.75, and that should get us there. And it doesn't look like I did anything here, but then when I go to the three-dimensional view, I definitely put a hole in it. Did it go all the way through? Yes, it did. So we've got our hole drilled in our vise body here. So after you have that done, I want you to go to File, and we're going to save this as vise body hole is what we'll save it as. And we're saving this one as something a little bit different. Okay, and now we're ready to put some threads in that hole. So up here under create, I want thread. I'm going to click on thread. Okay, so a couple different things here. First of all, I could just click on this, and it automatically puts a 5/16 18 thread in there. I could change that to 5/16 24 if I wanted to find thread. But technically that's not right, because a 5/16 hole, you can't put a 5/16 thread inside of a 5/16 hole because there's nothing left to cut threads in. So really the size here should be 3/8. So I'm going to go under 3/8, and you can see it automatically sizes it to 3/8 16 for us. That is just a really sweet feature. Once we have that done, we're good. So now our hole is threaded 5/16 3/8. We've got that done. I'm going to go up here to File, Save As, and save this as vise body threaded hole. And now I know I can come back to either one of these when we do the cam work for it. That's it for today, everybody. Have a great day.